And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Off-play action on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Sayin. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, it's Harbor. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Offense getting set for first down. He'll do it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
This offense has a second down play. The run from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
This time he's got his man. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
38, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Third down coming up.
Let's go. Right. Single.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3.
Now, a 4th down.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep.
To kick it away.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Looking for a huge play. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over 1st and
10. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Oh, gave the defender the business. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the gun, running back on the move. Bulls his way forward.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 38, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Unloads it downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's downs. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the lone running back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man on the outside. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.